Welcome to ILcornTV this week, and today we will talk about the California mandate requiring 100% of new cars and light trucks sold to be at zero emissions. We will find out about the latest team member of the Precision Conservation Management Team. We will learn about the Water Testing Challenge, and we will have a follow-up to the Japan ethanol market. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more ag information. Well, first, the California Air Resources Board approved a trailblazing Advanced Clean Cars 2 rule that sets California on a path to rapidly growing the zero-emission car, pickup truck, and SUV market, and they say that will deliver cleaner air and massive reductions in climate warming pollution. The rule establishes a year-by-year roadmap so that by 2035, 100% of new cars and light trucks sold in California will be zero-emission vehicles. That includes the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Well, here's a response from Illinoiscorn with Dave Lose.
By 2035, 100% of the vehicles sold in new vehicles sold in California would have to be electrified. That means that it's basically a ban on the internal combustion vehicle for the citizens of California. That being the case, there are 15 or 16 other states following California's lead in these mandates. And what we're not concerned so much about electric vehicles per se or the technology, but mandates are something that in this case, it's driving a technology that may not be market ready, and it certainly precludes consumers for having the choice on what type of vehicle they want to purchase and drive. There's other options that can be used to meet the goals that California has in reducing carbon dioxide emissions, and that can be things like improving the performance of existing vehicles that we have through a higher octane standard like we're looking at with the Next Generation Fuels Act. So there's been legislation introduced. Congressman Bost put his name on that legislation that would prohibit California from banning or putting this ban into effect. And there's some actual legal precedent for considering challenges in the future to California's ability to do this.
Elsewhere, Precision Conservation Management is thrilled to welcome Layton Brown to the organization as a specialist. This program is funded by the Illinois Corn and Soybean Association. Layton grew up in Morrisonville, Illinois, where his interest in agriculture began helping with his father and brother's grain operations. He also attended Lincoln Land Community College before transferring to the U of I. After graduation, with his master's degree in TSM from the University of Illinois, Andrew worked for the Educational Institution in the Agriculture and Biological Engineering Department as a project manager for the Appropriate Scale Mechanization Consortium. Meanwhile, Illinois Corn and Illinois Soybean Association are teaming up again on another water testing challenge. Through this effort, both corn and soybean checkoff programs hope to give Illinois FFA chapters the opportunity to learn and engage with farmers and to win money for their chapter. FFA chapters will develop and test hypotheses about nitrogen movement and potential loss from various production agriculture field settings. Participants will identify a minimum of 3 different locations with differing water sources and management styles at each site. Once all that information has been collected, students then pick one or more of the locations tested and create a report and an explanation process, a hypothesis, results, and they provide some best management practices that are recommendations moving forward. Finally, Illinois Corn was thrilled to partner again with the U.S. Grains Council. With Japan, they coordinated a trade mission to Illinois with a Japanese energy company. As the second largest petroleum refiner in Japan, Idemitsu is researching options to reduce carbon emissions through fuels and chemical production. The trade team focused on learning about the carbon intensity of ethanol, potential development of sustainable aviation fuel, and included visits to different ethanol plants in Illinois. Thank you for being with us today. I hope you have a fantastic week. See you next episode.